raising your vibration through theater. There's just something about watching a story unfold live on stage that puts you in the moment and provokes emotion and thought. Here to share more on a production coming to Charleston audiences is Christy Landis, director of Little Gem at Pure Theater. It's great to have you.
Thanks so much.
So Pure Theater is in its nearly 20 years bringing wonderful productions to our Charleston audiences. Tell us a little bit more about Pure Theater.
Well, this is our 19th season, and we are coining it our season of emergence. Slightly tongue-in-cheek, coming out of course, the close down from the COVID-19 pandemic. But also all of the plays have to do with individuals coming into their own. Coming into a new place with their discoveries. Yeah. And yes, we've been blessed to be here producing relatively, almost everything we produce is new work, fresh off the New York scene. We have a world premiere coming up later in the season. We do a number of regional, local, and national premieres here
So the
in Charleston.
Fantastics might not necessarily be...
That's not probably something that you're going to see on stage here. We have done musicals, but they tend to be a little bit more cutting edge than something that has the longevity that the Fantastics
That's really interesting. So why do you go more along the cutting edge aspect of theater?
I think that's just one of the things that we as a company, and since we've been together and collaborating for so long, we tend to lean towards work that is extremely thought-provoking, has current resonance to what is happening now. Certainly is going to be entertaining and is going to be full of wit and humor, but also have that little bit that makes you stop and think and hits you in the heart.
Right.
Which I would say Fantastics does.
Yeah. Oh, it does. The music is beautiful.
It is. But that more traditional canon of plays is not something that we choose to produce.
Well, obviously it resonates with the audiences because you've been around for 19 years. Yeah. So the latest production right now, we're talking about Little Gem. Tell us a little bit more about this production.
Oh, I love this play. This is a play by Elaine Murphy. It's a play about 3 women that are all in the same family. So we have a grandmother, a mother, and the granddaughter. It all takes place in Dublin, Ireland, which is near and dear to my heart, and we tend to just love at Pure the Irish playwrights. They tend to capture what it truly means to be human, all of your foibles and your insecurities and your shame and your joys and your aspirations and your discoveries. And they just do that with such a good sense of what it means to be in community with others. Right. So we see this family, and they're, sometimes when I say grandmother out loud, we think, our notions of a grandmother who's white-haired and home cooking. Right. And in this show, she's 62. She's not done yet. She's,
for some, that's just getting started.
Absolutely. Yeah. And these 3 women go through experiences in a year from just over 60 to just entering your 20s. And what does it mean to be in there together? Even though it has absolutely nothing to do with the holidays, it is our December play, in which I think we're all looking forward to gathering together with the people we love, who sometimes challenge us, certainly, to get warm and cozy and snuggly, and leave a live theatrical production feeling positive about the world we're going into.
Well, it sounds fantastic. And so Little Gem, it's running from November 26th through December 18th. 7:30 is the curtain call. You can get your tickets. The theater itself is on Cannon Street, right? And you also have some other productions coming up. What else can people look forward to?
We do. So in January, we will have a play called Ben Butler that is much more perhaps reminiscent of Charleston in that it does take place during the Civil War. Yeah. It is actually a comedy. I know that seems like comedy, Civil War, but it actually is. Yeah. Then after that, in March, will be Malima's Tale, which got rave reviews when it was up in New York. Much more hard-hitting play about the African experience. And then we have our world premiere, which is Honoria drawing quietly drawing strength from her truth.
Wow.
And we're collaborating with the playwright. We're really excited about this going up in April.
Sounds wonderful.
May I put one little introduction in here? One of the things I'd love to say to our viewing audience is that in addition to getting tickets on our website, we have a Pay What You Will performance for those of us that may be watching our pennies at this time of the year, and that'll be on December 1st. And we have a season flex pass where you can buy 4 or 8 tickets, and you could use them all for Little Gem, or you could intersperse them throughout this season as you see fit.
That sounds great. Wonderful, wonderful productions coming up. I want to thank you for sharing that too, because a lot of people are watching their pennies around the holidays.
Absolutely.
Especially. We'd love to have you back and to talk about how people who have the acting chops out there in town can come and join your troupe. So
I'd
we're
love
going to talk
to.
about that sometime. We're back after this.